Welcome back, everybody. It's time now for some 814 fun. Joining us in the studio, we have a live guest, everyone. We have Glenn Nelson here, director of Fort Roberdeau. Glenn, thank you for being here and kind of bringing back the live guest here.
Well, thank you, Jordan. We're honored to be here and thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah, so you guys have this really cool event coming up, Music in Muskets, which is absolutely exciting. But the first question I kind of want to ask you about is how tough has it been with COVID to not have programs and things like that for the last couple months?
It was a real challenge. In fact, we open up in May, and the first 5 weeks from May 1st to the first week of June, it's all school tours, just about every weekday. So the school tours are our bread and butter. So we missed our bread and butter this year, and then the pandemic closed us down. We reopened on July 1st, and thanks to our dedicated board and the Blair County Commissioners and our staff and volunteers, we were able to open for the 4th of July. We did have our Star-Spangled 4th, and I'm pleased to report we've had visitors every day except for 2. Wow. So we had a 64-day streak where we had visitors.
Yeah, that's amazing, and I mean, it's been such a tough time for a lot of places in the area. Why do you think it's important for folks to come out and support Fort Roberdeau to keep everything running over there?
Well, Fort Roberdeau is, first of all, an American Revolutionary War fort that is located in Blair County. At the time, it was all Bedford County. It was much bigger. But we are a Revolutionary War fort. We had pension veterans that served at Fort Roberdeau that became pension veterans of the Revolutionary War because of their service at Fort Roberdeau. We were a military garrison. So there's a lot of local American history right over the ridge there in Sinkin Valley.
That's, and you're talking about the school tours. That's an invaluable experience that a kid like you to have that here for these local kids to be able to experience is so great.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have folks that come down to the fort decades later and said, I can remember being here in 4th grade or 5th grade, because that's where the curriculum kind of matches up with the elementary. Yeah. And we get schools from the Altoona School District, Hollidaysburg, Tyrone, and then way beyond the region, St. Mary's comes down from St. Mary's. I know they're in your viewing area. Yeah. So it's fantastic, and it brings history to life. We have great volunteers that do living history stations, very hands-on. Yeah. And it gives them that American Revolutionary War history.
I always had a problem as a kid just sitting and reading out of the book. If there was some type of immersive experience, then I can get it, understand it, and follow it. So Music in Muskets, an event coming up on October 3rd. What was kind of the idea behind it, and how can people get involved?
Well, the idea behind it was the school tours are our bread and butter, and we're not going to have any school tours in the fall. So at our board meeting back in August, some of the board members were thinking, how can we use the fort for non-traditional revenues? And Mike Kessling, who's on our board, came up with the idea, like, well, let's try a concert down here, because we have this big, expansive field where we can socially distance everybody and recruit a couple great bands, and we're pulling it together fast and furious, but we're excited to have this opportunity to raise some funds to offset that revenue loss.
And you have Matt Pletcher Band, you have the Haystack Lightning coming in from State College. Tickets $15 on sale now. There's the number there you can call on your screen to get tickets pre-sale. $20 tickets at the gate if you show up. But you also have an event on Friday, free event that people can come out and check out and get their tickets while they're there.
Yeah, we have our Mountain Line Observatory, which is a fantastic resource. We have an expansive southern sky. You can look through the telescope, and Mr. Krug, the planetarium director at the high school, and he leads those programs. $2 general admission, $1 for a student, and we will have tickets set at that Colonial for the Stars program as well.
Glenn, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be here, folks. You have the information. Give them a call. Get those tickets. Should be a good night, and it goes to helping such a great resource in this community.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you for having us. Folks, we have much more still to come in